Truth-telling teeth. Oh, hi. Come on in. Thank you. Thanks for stopping by. We're really happy to see you here. Yeah, right there. Take a seat. That would be good. My name's Andy. I'm very, very happy that you stopped in on your journey today. We've got some amazing things for you. We've got some amazing tales. We're going to do some amazing music. We're going to make some amazing things. And so yeah, get comfortable a little bit because we've got a lot of fun stuff to do. But first we have a very special message, what we call a dispatch. We've got a very special dispatch, which is a special message from someone else. Special dispatches or messages have been around for a long time. They're usually conveying some kind of information. They were letters, or they had special people that would go out just to give those messages, heralds almost. They're going out to say, hey, this is really important, you need to know this. Here is the dispatch of information. And we've got one for you. So let's take it away.
Hello everyone, I'm Grace and I just graduated from Oskaloosa High School.
And I'm Brooke and I just finished my sophomore year.
And we are here to spread a bit of a positive message for you. We hope that kids and their parents are doing well and staying healthy during these uncertain times, and we have some ideas for activities that you can try while you're stuck at home. So the first one is called Three-Headed Monster, but you could also change it to 2 or 4, however many people wanted to play. Basically everyone takes turns saying a word and then it comes together and you have a story.
The next game is called Chocolate River, where you scatter pieces of paper around a large surface and try to cross from one side to another, but sometimes there's a chocolate monster that takes those pieces of paper away, which makes your journey from side to side more difficult.
And the last idea is something that Brooke and I are working on now, and that is making a short movie. So you guys can work with your siblings or your parents to make a little script or record on your phone or iPad, and then you can put the clips together and you have a movie, and it's lots of fun.
So those were 3 ideas of what to do while you're stuck at home. We hope all of you have been staying healthy and safe.
Bye!
What a great message. Thanks for sending that along. You know, if you want to send your own special dispatch, talk to your family about helping you out. You can write a letter, you could make a video, you could just send like an audio recording if you want. Find that person that you need to get special information to, maybe just as simple as saying, hey, how are you doing? I miss you. I bet whether it's a teacher or your principal, they would all be really happy to get a very special dispatch from you. Ooh, you could even write it in code. You could make up your own code and you could send it to the person so they would have to decode it and send a message back. You could have your own super secret spy code just for your dispatches. Or, you know, just send a letter that says, hey, I miss you. It's be glad to see you again when we can. So yeah, send your own dispatch. Now, on to the meat of everything. We have some very amazing tales today, some tales about knights. You know, knights, they would wear great big shining armor, they would have like a joust or a sword, and they'd ride around on their horses and protect people, protect their lands. Or you're maybe more familiar with a different kind of knight. There are those movies out where the knights wear great big robes and they have laser swords. And they run around the galaxy protecting people, helping people, really. And all knights are the same. They are supposed to help protect and help the people in their land, in their communities around them. And so today we are going to learn about the Tin Pan Knights, a group of heroes that are going to help the people around them. And they're going to learn a lot of fantastic ways to be helpful in their world. We're also going to do some amazing music, so if you like to sing or dance, we'll find some music that you'll be able to be interacting with, and we are going to travel to the Land of MakeSomething with the Tinker Tommy, and he's going to help put together some very special companions for you to be working with along your journeys. So why don't you come along, journey on with us, and we're really happy to share our amazing tales with you.
Battery.
Full charge.
Signal.
Strong and broadcasting.
Compass.
Set for adventure.
All right, let's journey on.
Okay, and we're off. We are getting ready to travel to the Tin Pan Kingdom. Now, you see behind me here, there's a map of the entire world. We live here in North America, right about there, maybe. Are there places you want to go? I know for me, I would really like to travel out here to Australia or even down to New Zealand. I would really like to get to some other places. My family is from this little island right here. My great-grandmother's from Ireland. And I bet you have a lot of family history that comes from a lot of places. When you have a chance to travel, are you going to go to any of these places? Where would you like to go? Unfortunately, the Tin Pan Kingdom isn't on this map. It's an entirely different magical realm, which means we're going to have to use some magic to get us there. Now, how do you create magic, you may ask? Very simple. You just need 3 magic words, and you need to gather all the magic around to get you there. So here's how it's going to work. First of all, I need from you right now your favorite color. Go ahead, shout it out. Shout it out, yeah? Okay? All right? Ooh, I like that one. Purple. We're going to go with purple. Okay? Next, I need your favorite food. Your favoriteest food ever. Okay, I got some mac and cheese, pizza, okay, ooh, all right, cheeseburgers, McDonald's cheeseburgers, okay, hot dogs. We're going to go with hot dogs, all right? So purple, hot dogs, and then the third thing on our list is going to be your favorite magical animal. So go ahead and throw out your favorite magical animals. Okay. All right. Unicorn, pretty standard. Llamas. Okay. Okay. Spiders. Ooh, that's really interesting. Oh, okay. Narwhal. Ooh, that sounds fun. You know what? For this first magical formula, we're going to go with unicorns. Unicorns as our very first magical section. So we can use any words we want. We'll change them up every now and then. But for today, our magic formula is going to be purple, hot dogs, unicorn. Wait, it didn't work. Okay, so I said we had to gather the magic first. So we're going to take our magic fingers and we're going to gather the magic from all around us. We're going to gather it from up above us. We're going to gather it from below. We're going to gather it from the side. We're going to gather it from the other side, and we're going to hold it right inside of our hands. Ooh, feel it trying to get around. So here's what's going to happen. We are going to take our magic words, purple, hot dogs, unicorn, and we're going to whisper them into our magic that we've gathered, and that should take us off to the magical kingdom. Are we ready? Purple, hot dogs, unicorn.
This is a story about the Tin Pan Knights. A story about a kingdom without a king, where our heroes were forced to save themselves from new dangers that threatened their land. A story where monsters could be friendly and friends could be monstrous. A story where amazing tales are in every room of your home. This is a story about you. The next piece of the story was filmed with the George Daly Digital Theater Camps and is meant to be acted out, so please stand up and journey on with us. In front of Jules was a series of rotating razor blades, and behind that, a bunch of spikes with a rope hanging above them, and just beyond that was a wall that was slowly closing in together and coming apart for the hero that might get caught and squashed into jelly. Jules knew exactly what to do. First, they jumped over the spinning razor blades, jumped onto the rope swinging over the sharp spikes, and was able to crawl through the walls as they got closer and closer together, popping out just before she was mashed up. Having made it safe, Jules took a deep breath, splashed some water on her face, and noticed as they looked down into the fountain, there was a reflection staring back. And it was Harper looking straight back, exploding through the fountain. Duck!
I think that your magic made the living room bigger? Well, that was an amazing tale, wasn't it? There were a lot of really crazy challenges that Jules had to overcome. There was jumping over razor blades and swinging on ropes and trying not to be squashed by those walls. And then at the end, in the fountain, Jules got to see their best friend, Harper, staring right back at them, enough to give a crazy warning that they need to duck. What do you think's going to happen next? Oh. Yeah, there might be some other barricade wall or crazy sharp object that's coming after Jules. Oh, there could be a monster. Yeah, there's a lot of things to duck for. Maybe Jules just needed to tie her shoe. But let's go back to those challenges. How often do we feel like when we are alone, things that are challenges become really, really hard? We've got a lot of challenges right now, yeah? We have a lot of things that we're doing differently, which are kind of scary. They're very, very challenging. And our friends, like Harper, we don't even really get to see in person in the same way. Sometimes we see them on a screen, sometimes we see them from farther away, but it's not exactly the same as it used to be. There are a lot of things that are different, but there are still a lot of things that are the same too. So I challenge you, do this. Take some time, get a piece of paper and a pencil even, if you want, and you can write or draw out the things that are different and compare them to the things that are the same. So for me, I'm at home right now. I'm still living at home. That's the same. Before all of this stuff happened, I still lived at home. I get to see my family every day. I get to see Allison every day. And so that's still the same. I'm still eating breakfast and lunch and dinner, and that's the same. I still drink coffee. That's the same. I still have meetings for work, and I still do things for the auditorium, even if I'm not there. But that's the biggest thing that's different, right? I'm not going to the auditorium. I'm not getting to drink coffee with my friends at Smoky Row. There's a lot of things that are different, but if I really think about them, that list is pretty much there. I wash my hands more, which is probably something we all should do. But when it comes down to it, I still get a longer list of things that are the same. Now your list might be different because we're different people. In fact, everyone's lists are going to be different. You might have families that still they're reading to you at night, just like they always have. There are toys that you've always been able to play with. There are family members that you always get to see. If you take time to create that list, find the things that are the same and the things are different. I would bet there are still a lot of things that are the same, and they're probably not changing anytime soon, even though we're going to find a lot of ways to navigate this different, challenging time. So create that list for yourself, and let's see what happens. If you want to send those lists in to us, you can email us, or you can send them by mail to the George Daily Auditorium or to youth@georgedaily.org. We'd love to see your list. What's the same and what's different?
Hello! 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 Hello!
Can you hear that? It's like a great big echo. Well, I think that must mean it's about time to do some singing. So to warm us up, we are going to introduce again Ms. Ruby Prendergast, who's going to do some singing warm-ups for us, and then we'll do some singing with Allison.
I am going to sing a poem by John Donne. No man is an island entire of itself. Every man is a piece of the continent, a part of man. If a cloud be washed away by the sea, Europe is the last, as well as in a promontory well.
thank you for your song, Ruby, and thank you for waiting for me. I was a long, long way away in my imagination, almost as far as the kingdom of the Tin Pan Knights. I was in the middle of the Grand Canyon, and I stretched my arms wide and I yelled, "Hello!" to all the people I miss seeing every day. And did you hear what happened next? That's right. All that space and those hard walls in the Grand Canyon made an echo and carried my voice to the people I care about, like you. An echo is a sound that bounces around but always comes back to where it came from. That's why I love to sing. I send my voice out and it carries out to people until it bounces back for me to hear. And that's why singing in the bathtub is so much fun. Have you ever tried that? But you need a really big bathtub, like a valley or a canyon, to hear a full echo. When you have your singing voice and your echo, you can keep yourself company even when you feel lonely. Will you be my echo? I think we're far enough apart for this to work. When we sing this song, whenever I sing the word hello, you sing it right back to me. Let's try it. Little Sir Echo, how do you do? Hello, hello. Little Sir Echo, I'm very blue. Hello, 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 hello. Won't you come over and play? You're a nice little echo, I know by your voice, but you're always so far away. Now that we've tried the song, let's see if we can echo loudly enough to find some friends. Okay, ready? Little Sir Echo, how do you do? Hello. 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 Little Sir Echo, I'm very blue. Hello. 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 Won't you come over and play? You're a nice little echo, I know by your voice, but you're always so far away. Thank you for being my echo today. It's nice to wave and say hello to people from a friendly distance. Give it a try this week. And remember that no matter how far away you feel, your echo and your singing voice can keep you company. You can even teach this song to the people in your house and sing it together there. And if you do, make sure to send me a video so I can hear how you've been singing. Until next week, journey on.
Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Tommy Tinkersmith, and you have come into my very special laboratory. This is the Land of MakeSomething, a special place where you can take odds and ends and bits and bobs and your imagination and change them into something extraordinary. Take this thing, for instance. You might say it's just a cardboard tube. But if you use your imagination, it can change into a little piratey spyglass looking out across the sea. Or something else, even more extraordinary. In this place, we take one man's trash and it becomes another man's treasure. I'm so glad you're here. But let's get serious for a moment, shall we? In this strange time of COVID-19 and social distancing, it's easy to feel a bit lonely, isn't it? Have you felt lonely? Maybe you miss your regular routine and the activities after school like gymnastics or art club or kicking around the old football. Maybe you miss your friends because you haven't been able to have them over in a while. But let me tell you what, cheer up chaps, because we can make our own special friends and we'll never be lonely again. That sounds exciting, right? Right. We're going to make something called familiars. Familiars, those are special animal friends with magic powers. And they can be with us and go on our adventures and they'll become our best mates. Doesn't that sound exciting? Yes, it does. Now, you may have heard of familiars before. That chap Harry Potter had a familiar, didn't he? Now, he had an owl. And you've seen those witches that have had cats as familiars. Yeah, and sometimes you might hear of a famous bloke like Waldo who had himself a dog. Lots of different things can be familiars. Whatever your imagination will allow you to think up. And you can make them with your own hands and bits and bobs and little things around. This is going to be exciting. Step 1. You've got to think up what you're going to make. This is called brainstorming and is the very most important part of being a tinker. What you do is you get yourself some paper and you grab yourself some magic markers. You see the magic? And you just doodle out whatever pops in your head. There's no right or wrong. You just keep doodling and doodling and doodling those ideas. Just be on the lookout when you're brainstorming for lightning bolts. They're shocking. Here's my brainstorm sheet. I came up with an owl, a cat, and a little striped wormy guy that I call Wormy. Now that we've got our ideas, it's time to make something. Ha ha! For this project, you need the following items. A sock, a hair tie, some stuffing, random craft odds and ends like pipe cleaners, buttons, foam pieces and felt, whatever you got around. A pair of scissors, and a low-temp glue gun. Now, adventurers, this is very important. Safety first, that's what I always say. And when you go to use a magical glue gun, your magic wand of magic making, you need to make sure you get one of these guys here. It says low temp because then the glue that comes out is just warm. And if it gets on your finger, it doesn't burn you too bad. This, on the other hand, this is a high temp glue gun. And you got to stay away from it because it'll burn your finger right off. Next up, take a hair tie and twist it on where you want your creature's head to go. You might also want to tie off the bottom of the sock. Next up, use your arts and crafts materials to make eyes, nose, and all the various parts of your familiar friend. Alright guys, I've been working on some familiars. I've got ones to show you here. Here's a nice black cat I made. Really cute fella here. It's got some neon whiskers. Here I've got an owl. Looks a bit like a vampire owl if I do say so myself. And then the guy I've still been working on here, he kind of looks a little bit like a frog. Yes, he does. He's my little froggy friend. These guys can go on you with great adventures and just accompany you wherever you go. They're all familiars. And after you get to know them, they will be quite familiar, might I add. Familiar. Got it? Right, guys. That's all the time I've got. I'm Tommy Tinkersmith. I'm so glad you could join me in my laboratory here as we were tinkering together some fun things. Just remember, use your imagination and keep on creating, guys. Have a great time.
All right, well, that's about all the journeying we have time for today. Huge shout outs to a lot of people. Shout out to Tommy Tinkersmith for helping us make our companion to help us navigate through some of these challenging times. Shout out to Allison and Ruby for their wonderful singing and the echoes they gave to us. Shout out to our Tin Pan Knights who went on their first adventure. What do you think is going to happen next? Tune in for our next episode to see what happens to Jules and Harper inside the barricade. Shout out to Grace and Brooke for their very special dispatch. And shout out to you. Thanks for taking the time to journey on with us in this very new adventure that we're on. So we really hope you are all staying safe and you are all staying healthy. And until next time, journey on.
John Down. I really like